Switch it off, please. Today we've got with us Mateusz. How are you doing, mate?
Good, how are you?
I'm not too bad, thanks. So you're the first guy to ask me that. Thank you, I really appreciate it. How are you feeling about today's mock?
A little bit stressed but confident.
Good. You don't want to be too stressed. You want to be confident as well, yeah? So that's good. Okay.
Okay.
Do you have any questions?
No.
All right, when you're ready, drive out towards the right there, please. Okay guys, as usual, I'm going to talk you through the test. So doing a nice look around here, checking both sides, over your shoulders as well, and then driving on towards the right. So we're not actually in the main car park here, this is just the residential section. Because obviously we're not allowed in there, because it's a bit busy. So skip to near the end of the estate and we're turning left here. So he hasn't pressed the clutch down, so the car is stalled now. He hasn't realised, maybe he's tried to restart it, but he hasn't realised it's not on again. Because it is going downhill, so he probably thought the power was on, but if you look on the dashboard, even the rev counter has gone to 0. Yeah, you want to turn the engine on, yeah? So the car's creeping forward more, so I've had to tell him there, turn it back on, and then he's brought the clutch up really high. Restart the engine. Maybe just take your time here, okay? Don't bring the clutch up so high, okay? No. Be careful, you need to watch for this car first. Take your time. Take your time with it. I noticed that he wasn't looking to the right before he tried to move off again, but that car was very patient, so thank you for waiting for us. And we're off. Moving off a bit jerky there, but at least he didn't stall. I'm just pointing out which way is where you want to go. So it's got a big issue with lifting the clutch up too high, which you will see shortly as well. Pull over on the left in a safe place, please. Could have done a better mirror check there, but he didn't check the mirror before pulling over on the left. Thanks very much. We're going to start the independent driving now, okay?
Okay.
So I'd like you to get to the end of the road, and then turn left, and then traffic lights turn left, and then traffic lights turn right. So what are we doing?
We're going left, and then right.
Yeah, where we're going left though?
At the first two road and then around the bend.
No. So at the end of the road you're turning left.
The road left and then
traffic lights
left.
Turn left, and then traffic lights turn right. You can ask on this one if you're not sure, but ask in plenty of time, okay? When you're ready, please. So this is a very steep hill, by the way, guys. So really should have his biting point before trying to move off. But he doesn't, which the car rolls back, and then he tries to save it by bringing the clutch up too high. Tries it again, same thing. Switch it off, please. Okay. Try again. You need to be really careful with the clutch because you're bringing it too high up, okay? Yeah. So get into gear 1. Get the biting point first. Biting point first, Mateusz. Yeah, look around and then handbrake down when you're safe, yeah? But don't bring the clutch up high though, okay? Bring it to the same place. Yeah. But there's a car coming now, you need to wait for this car. See, he hasn't looked around again. Okay, try again, handbrake on. Because there's a car coming down the road there. Get the biting point again. This is why it's really important before you move. If anything happens, you have to look around again before you try to move. Be smooth with the clutch, okay? Yeah, handbrake down. road is always changing, there's always new things coming up, so check again before trying to move off. So we got to the end of the road and we're turning left here. So you notice those pedestrians there, you have to be very careful with those. If they are in the road before you get to the end of the road, you need to stop for them. But with those ones, they got in just as we got to the end, and it would have been a bit harsh just to stop there. But be very careful. If the pedestrians have walked onto the road, they're priority. So if you can slow down and let them cross in front of you, then you need to do that. Otherwise, just go to the giveaway line and then they can go behind the car. So these lights were turning left. So not bad on the clutch that time on the move off. So you see, sometimes it does it okay. It's just, I think maybe when this is like a bit of a pressure situation, that's when he's bringing the clutch up too high. But normally he's bringing it up smoothly. But then when he changes the gears, it's bringing it up too fast again, which is why it's a bit jerky in the car. So when you're changing gears,
on the roundabout, we're turning right.
so you're going from one to
traffic
two.
lights turning right.
You still want
Yeah.
to bring the clutch up smoothly so that the ride is smooth as well. Position himself nicely for the right turn there. Now it's just a matter of waiting for a safe gap and then trying to move off smoothly. Keep an eye on his feet. So he brings up too high again, but luckily the car's restarted itself. Because you don't really want to stall there, that's not a very good place to stall. In a busy dual carriageway junction like that, people are going to start coming towards you at quite high speeds. So that's the place you really want to be moving off smoothly there. And taking your time to move off properly.
So that's the end of the first part. I'll give you the second part in a minute, okay?
Okay.
So following signs for Finchley, okay?
So now we're following signs for Finchley. Checks. Signal then coming off, that was good.
Still following signs for Finchley. Take the next left, please. It's just after this car here.
You see there's coasting into the corner there, which is not ideal. You want to slow down enough so that your clutch is engaged
Pull over on the left, please, in a safe place.
before the turn.
Thank you very much. We're going to use the car in front of us to do the parallel park exercise, okay? So we're going to pull up beside it and then reverse into the space behind it. You can finish anywhere within 2 car lengths.
Mhm.
You can finish blocking the driveway, but don't drive onto the driveway, okay? Or don't drive onto the pavement anyway, yeah? When you're ready, please.
So then this is a slight hill. The shoulder check. Clutch up too high again. Stalled. But then it doesn't look again, so that's an issue that he has. He doesn't look again once he's stalled. You need to look again because you see that another car's come. Things have changed and now it's a dangerous situation if you try to move. So another serious fault there. Didn't check over his shoulder just before moving there. And you see there's a van coming towards us now. So he should be stopping for this van. See, he's got serious observation there. He's not looking around enough as well. Finished off a bit wide there. I think he's having difficulty controlling the clutch, so he's just gonna leave it there. But it's really wide at the back.
And then drive on to when you're ready.
That's serious for control there. Notice now he's not looking over his shoulder before he moved off, so that's a minor fault there. If you've done that too many times, that will turn into a serious, or even if you do it one time and there's a
at the end of the road turn left,
it can be a serious as well, so make sure before you move off that you've checked over your blind spots. Very early gear 1 change there, not the best practice. Clutch up too high, one too many times. That's another serious fault.
Take the next left, please. At the end of the road, turn right, please.
So this road is very narrow. You have to be very careful coming through here. And then this is quite a close junction as well. Turning right can be tricky. You want to look for reflections on the cars parked on the left there for any movement. Sometimes you won't see that any cars until they get really close.
And then take the next left.
Dealing with cyclists, just be patient. Don't try to be in a rush to go past them. Just wait for a nice safe gap. So when you are going round in, you want to check your mirrors first. You don't need to signal, but you just need to check your mirrors and go around before overtaking, and make sure it's safe on the right side first before you do that.
Next traffic lights, turn right, please.
Okay.
Now this infamous junction, it's got a lot of people to make a mistake here. Let's see how he does. Okay, position himself nicely. A lot of people make the mistake of going to the right lane there. Decent positioning, so the cars behind us can go past, and the cars in front can go past nicely as well. That's really well done. That was good. Some people struggle with that junction there.
So when he starts moving, hold it for 3 seconds now. 1, 2, 3, and then release it. Yeah.
So at that point, I was just giving him a bit of a pointer. I don't normally tell people what to do on mock tests, but he was struggling with the clutch too much. So I thought I'd help him a little bit, especially as he had failed in it on quite a few occasions. Thought I'd give him a little help. Very nice lane change. So right now you can't really go back to the left because it's quite busy there, but you do want to try to make your way to the left when it's safe. Okay, now there's a nice gap. Should be attempting to go back to the left, but he's still sticking to the middle. At this point, probably not a fault because it's still going past those cars. But let's see further down. So like now he's not overtaking anyone. He should be making his way back to the left lane. But he's not. Serious fault for that. So let's tell him to go back to the left shortly. I wasn't telling him before because there's a slip road there.
Are we turning left here?
Yes, please. You just signal so people know what you're trying to do, yeah? And let's go into the left lane. Just turn left at the lights, please.
Especially since we're turning next left, I didn't want to be stuck in the middle lane. Pushed that quite fast, managed to brake near the end. So yeah, it is a fast road that you're on and you're coming off and you're turning, but you need to be thinking about your speed, because you don't want to turn at really high speed even though you're on a fast road like a dual carriageway. If you're coming off into a side road, you want to reduce your speed quite early on.
Can you take the second right, please? So this is the first one. The second one's just there, yeah? That was the second one, yeah. The one that just goes straight down.
That was the second.
Yeah.
So you see, he missed the turning that you were supposed to take, but he done really well there. It's just a straight car, and you don't want
Just
to
carry on, I'll redirect you, okay?
suddenly brake or do a sharp turn because you realised that's
Okay,
where
the
it's
next
supposed to turn.
roundabout, turn right, third exit, please.
very well in that roundabout. Would have been better in second gear, but a lot smoother. Positioning and signals done that really well.
Ready to go?
Take the next right, please.
Nice turn into the test centre estate. But here you want to keep it nice and slow. There's lots of pedestrians walking around and coming to the end of the test.
Thank you. That will do.
Nice stop.
Okay. Switch the engine off, please.
And I'll let the guys take over.
Please give me a sec. Okay, Mateusz, how do you feel that went today?
Oh, I definitely failed.
Okay.
But I have points now to improve on.
Where would you think you would have failed on?
Clutch
Yeah.
and then parking.
So this is still serious. So we've stalled, or you stalled at the end, just at the beginning there, yeah? But then when you've recovered and you try to move again, you're not really checking if it's still safe, yeah? That's an ongoing problem because on your maneuver, you've done the same thing. So you've stalled as you were starting it, remember? And then you had to brake because there was a car coming, yeah? So you need to be looking. Once something's happened, if you make a mistake, sometimes stalling is not a serious mistake, yeah? But what is serious is just like forgetting that everyone's around you and then trying to move again like nothing's happened.
Yeah.
You need to get a fresh look to see what's happened again, okay? Because remember, the situation is always changing, isn't it? So once you make a mistake, recover and then think, okay, is it safe for me to move again now? Yeah, because the situation's not the same as before, yeah?
Of course.
And then you got another series for your positioning of on the dual carriageway. So you're coming back towards the test centre, yeah? And only when you said that we're turning left, that's when you thought about going to the left lane. You should have been in the left lane way before that, okay? And then if you are trying to change lanes, don't have your hand on the signal without putting it on. No one knows you're trying to change lanes there, yeah? Once you've decided that you want to change lanes, check your mirrors. Okay, this looks good. I'm gonna signal. Now people can start making the decision. Okay, should I let this guy through?
Yeah.
Should I slow down? Should I speed
So
up?
I was just looking for him to slow down, but
He's not gonna know, yeah. If you don't put a signal on, he doesn't know that you're thinking, oh, I want to go in the left, yeah? He doesn't know that. The only way he's gonna know is by you putting a signal on. And then he's gonna, you see, once you put a signal on, things start happening. People either speed up or slow down a bit, yeah? But if you don't put it on, they'll just stick right by your side and you're thinking, why is this guy not letting me through? It's because he doesn't know you're trying to move. On to the minors now. We've already discussed a lot of the control ones. Even though this is a different car, yeah, it's the way you're coming off the clutch.
Yeah.
You're coming off very, very quickly. I know the biting point is in a different place, but still you're coming off way too soon. You need to bring it to the bite. Once your car starts moving, take much more time to move off smoothly. Yeah, otherwise you're just gonna keep stalling.
Yeah.
Okay. Signaling, that's the same thing as well. Sometimes you're not checking the mirrors before you signal, but then you've done it so many times that it turned it into a serious, yeah? One time you didn't check your mirror before you went to the left. This is for changing direction. So we're going towards Finchley, coming off the dual carriageway. Yeah. There was quite a big gap and a car or bike could have slipped through there, but you didn't. You should have signaled. You should have checked the mirror before you turn left, yeah? Sometimes your timing of your signal is a bit off. So same area, we're following signs for Finchley. You've actually signaled left before you got to the end of another road. So you went past another road with your left signal still on. And then just now, coming off the roundabout, signal left a bit early there as well. Should have left a bit more time then signal left, yeah? That's it really. So what do you think about those? Were they fair? Do you remember them? Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
So it gives you something to think about. I would definitely work on your hill starts.
Yeah.
Because that's where you're having a lot of issues. You're letting the car roll back a bit, but then when you're trying to catch it, it's not really working out that much. You need to be using your handbrake if that's the case. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. There's lots of different ways of doing hill starts, yeah, but I think you definitely need to practice that, okay? And then also your mirrors, you need to be thinking more about your mirrors before you signal. And then at the end, don't rush things. At the end, still a bit rushed just now, yeah? Take your time, even if you make mistakes, So I know sometimes, you know, if you make a mistake, especially the adrenaline can be a bit then you don't realize you're doing things too quickly. In that situation, what you want to do is just, okay, calm down. I'm going to do this properly, and then carry on smoothly. Okay.
Yeah.
But well done. I can send you a picture of this just so you can have an idea of what you need to work on. Okay. But otherwise, thanks for coming.
Thank
and
you,
good luck on your test. I'm sure you can. You got a month, isn't it?
Month.
Yeah. Practice loads. Yeah. So a lot of people that are coming to do these tests, the mock tests, are messaging me saying, "Yeah, I passed my road test. Thank you for your help." So you can definitely do it as well. Just make sure you practice the things we talked about, and anything else that you need to work on with your instructor.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Well done, man. Thanks you.